case, I'd like to ask you to make sure that you position yourself in a situation where you can appropriately speak with the court this morning. If you are driving, I'm going to need you to pull over. If you're at work, I'm going to need for you to find a quiet place to address the court. For the defendants that are here, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do have public defenders that are available today for if you would like to see if you qualify for their services. I will have Mr. Haddad speak to how you can qualify today if you have not already started to qualify for their services. Mr. Haddad, would you go ahead and do that for me now?
Good morning, Judge. I'm Joanne Haddad. I'm an attorney with the Public Defender's Office. The court, of course, is going to ask you some questions. If you indicate that you wish to speak to one of the attorneys in the Public Defender's Office, please in the chat line put your telephone number and your email address. So put your email address and telephone number so I can send you an application myself. You'll have to fill it out and email it back, but I'll have instructions as well in the chat line in a few minutes. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Haddad. Let's start with the Orca status conference calendar and see who's with us this morning. Position number 1, Rafael Lemus. I see you there, Mr. Lemus. Is Mr. Yeager here? Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Lemus? Okay, I see that you're there, Mr. Lemus. I'll give you an opportunity to see if you can I'll figure out how to unmute yourself. I know that you do have a lawyer that should be joining us on the call.
There you go. I got it, sir.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Lemus. How are you today?
Good morning, Judge.
Good. Is Mr. Jurgen going to be present with us today?
Ms. Sarah Hoffman supposed to be online.
Hoffman?
Yes, Sarah.
Okay, I'll give her an opportunity to get on and make an announcement on your behalf, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Position 2, Carl Smith. It's my understanding that there's a leave filed in this case. It's going to be reset until August 17th.
Can you repeat that, sir?
Yes, is this Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. It's my understanding that your attorney, Mr. Kenner, has filed a leave of absence in this matter. And because of that leave, we're going to reschedule it until August 17th, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
You'll get notice, Mr. Smith.
All right. Am I free to go?
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. The leave that was filed, do you know when it was filed? As we are not aware, the state was not made aware of a leave of absence.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Riley. I was just told this morning by Ms. Johnson that a leave was filed. She's looking it up right now.
Thank you.
June 16th, I'm being told.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position number 3, Santiago Hector. Santiago Hector, represented by David Jones. Position number 4, Michael Robinson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wanda Gant, Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Robinson, and I believe that he is on the Zoom call.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson. What are we going to do with Mr. Robinson today, Ms. Gant?
I do need to speak with, he does qualify for our services, Your Honor. I will need to speak with a prosecutor, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. We'll give you that opportunity. Ms. Gant's in the courtroom with me. So whose case is this? Is this your case, Ms. Riley?
No, Your Honor, this is Ms. Marshall Story.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's my case.
Okay, all right. Good morning, Ms. Marshall Story. We'll give Ms. Gann an opportunity to speak with you when we finish with the call of the calendars. Thank you. Position number 5, Johnny Ramirez.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Jay Wall on behalf of Mr. Ramirez. We have been unable to reach an agreement to resolve the case. So we would like to be moved back to a jury trial calendar.
Okay. All right, so this morning, Mr. Wall will get you a case management order, and we'll also get you the paperwork for a formal request for a jury trial. Once that's completed, we'll transfer this back to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, okay?
Thank you very much, sir. May we be excused?
Do you, Mr. Wall, can we get your email information? If you can put that in the chat for us so that we can get you the documents. And once you do that, you're free to go.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Position number 6, Charles Jackson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kendra Robinson on behalf of Mr. Jackson. He is on the Zoom, Judge. I relayed the latest offer from the state to Mr. Jackson this morning. And Judge, it does involve a bit of jail time. And so what I'm asking is that we be placed on a plea calendar. The last time we were before you, we were still negotiating, but with the offer the state relayed today and that I relayed to Mr. Jackson, he needs to let me know basically what his work schedule is and how we can fit his work scheduling into the sentence, Judge. But I anticipate that this is going to be a plea in this division, Judge. I just need a little bit of time so that my client can keep his job too.
Okay, I understand, Ms. Robinson. That's fine with the court. Does August 17th work?
That should work, Your Honor. And we should have everything worked out by then and be ready to resolve the case. And Judge, if anything changes prior to that, then I will notify the court and the state.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Robinson. So we'll reschedule for the 17th of August. And if you are going to take the plea, if you will have the paperwork ready for the court so that we can move it forward as quickly as possible, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything further with Mr. Jackson this morning? If not,
Not from the defense.
okay. If not, you're all free to go. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Now that completes the Orca B status conference calendar. We'll move on to the Orca B final plea calendar. Position 1, Alexis Martin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wanda Gant on behalf of Ms. Martin, and she is on the Zoom call.
Okay, and will that be a plea today?
Your Honor, we were in the process of getting documentation from my client, and we have not been able to get that yet. So I would ask if there are no objections from the prosecution that we may reschedule to the next plea calendar.
Okay, that's what exactly do you need, Ms. Gant, so that we can inform the solicitor's office?
Proof of insurance, car insurance.
Okay, so that's something you need from your client. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll continue it to August 17th.
August 17th?
Yes, is that fine with you, Ms. Gant?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, there's no objection from the state. However, we would ask that this be the final continuance as it was continued previously for this reason, for her to get proof that she had insurance at the time of the traffic stop.
Okay, so we can get that accomplished by August 17th. Is that right, Ms. Gant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And if Ms. Martin or if Alexis Martin is on the line, she's free to go. Position 2, Sharman Kendrick.
Yes, Your Honor. Wanda again on behalf of Ms. Kendrick. She It does not appear that she is present.
It does not, have you spoken with her, Ms. Gannon?
Yes, Your Honor, yesterday she assured me that she would be here.
Okay, it's 9:10. Let me give her some time. And at the end of the calendar, or we'll see where we move from there, okay? If
Thank
she
you.
does not appear. All right, moving on to the Orca C status conference calendar. Position number 1, Stephanie Anderson.
Your Honor, the state would ask for a bench warrant as this was also a failure to appear on May the 18th. The case predates the COVID citation, so we would ask for a bench warrant.
All right, bench warrants granted. Position 2, Lori Bell.
Present, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Manel Shahimi on behalf of Ms. Bell. There we go. Your Honor, I would just be asking that this case be pushed back on the trial calendar. We will be requesting a motions hearing in this matter. And subsequently, depending on how those motions go, we would be requesting a trial by jury.
Okay. Ms. Bryant James, good morning. Let's see. Are we scheduling those motions now, or have you all decided what we're going to do with those?
You can hear those motions, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know where you were. So we are scheduling those here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before this is returned for the trial calendar, if there are motions, we'll be hearing those motions in the Orca calendar. And so to move that forward, how much time do you believe that you're going to need to get those motions filed and responded to by the solicitor?
Judge, my motions have been filed. So I would just need to be heard on motions that I have filed already. Generally, I think in terms of a motions hearing date, the state would just have to be presenting their evidence and we would want to be heard on argument. I wouldn't necessarily have any evidence myself to present on motions.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Ms. James, have we scheduled a motions calendar, or are you all scheduling those calendars with the bench trials?
We do have a motions calendar, Ms. Johnson.
Do we know when the motions calendar is? Oh, okay. All right, I'll get you the date for those motions to be heard, counsel. Say it again. August at 1:30.
This one, the motion's at 11.
11:30. Okay. It'll be August 27th at 11:30. Okay.
August 27.
I'm sorry, July 27th at 11:30.
Your Honor, I do have a leave on the 27th that starts on the 27th.
Okay. All right. What's our next?
I'm sorry, Judge.
No, you're fine. Okay. Okay. The September 7th at 11:30 work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll send a notice regarding this, and we'll see you back on September 7th.
And Judge, just for clarification, those are in person, correct?
Yes.
September 7th at 11:30. I'll wait to receive notice. In the meantime, can my client and I please be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Position 3, Torian Clerkley. Torian Clerkley.
State would ask for a bench warrant, Your Honor.
Bench warrant granted. Position 4, Robert Dougherty.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Tom Cook. Let me come on here. Here I am. Judge, at the last hearing on this, there was an agreement that we would do certain remedial work. That remedial work, I believe, is done, and I'm ready to transmit it to an assistant DA if I can get an email address to send it over there.
Okay. Whose case is that your case, Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor, I will send Mr. Cook my email address.
Okay, very good. And we'll let you all work that out, and we'll get back with you at the end of the calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Position 5, Kenyatta Harris.
Good morning, Judge. Ms. Harris, I believe, is on. Your Honor, my client is we're maintaining a not guilty plea. We're requesting a jury trial in this case, Judge.
Okay. We will I'll get you the case management order, Mr. Dodd, and the paperwork for a formal request for a jury trial.
Thank you, Judge. May my client be excused, Judge?
Yes. Have a good day, Ms. Harris.
And I'll be in touch with you, Ms. Harris.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
sir.
I say something to the judge.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Judge.
I'm not sure who is speaking.
No,
Kenyatta Harris?
no, Ms. Harris. I'll talk to you, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Have a good day, ma'am.
And Judge, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you as well, but I just wanted to let you know I am in the meeting now. Sarah Hoffman, I'm here for Rafael Lemus. I don't know if his case was called before I was able to sign in.
Yes, yes, Ms. Hoffman. That was position 1 on the Orca B calendar. What are we going to do with Mr. Lemus today?
Jim Yergin is my boss, and he said I was supposed to ask if it wasn't going to be dismissed because of the age of the case and the charge not even being something that would be prosecuted, something of that effect. But anyway, if it's something we could get it dismissed here to be placed back in Judge Mather's court, taken out of Project Orca and put back in Judge Mather's court. I'm just repeating what was
Okay.
said to me.
Would you like
Any
to
of
speak?
that.
Would you like to speak to a prosecutor today, Ms. Hoffman? Given the charge, I doubt it's going to be dismissed. Is that right, Ms. Riley?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So, given that it's not going to be dismissed, Ms. Hoffman, I don't know if it would
That's
be
beneficial answer. So, okay, so I guess he wants it placed back in Judge Mather's court instead of.
Okay, to be placed back in Judge Mather's court, or you're going to have to request a jury trial. So is that what you're requesting?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I will relay that information to Mr. Ye.
Okay, and if Mr. Lemus wants a jury trial, what I'll need from you, Ms. Hoffman, is I'll need your email address so that we can send you a case management order and a formal demand for jury trial. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yes, I can hear you, Judge.
Hear you.
All right.
I can give you my email right now, Judge, if you would like me to.
All right. Would you mind are you able to place it in the chat, Ms. Hoffman?
Judge, I'm a little challenged this morning.
You're fine, Ms. Hoffman. Go ahead. Just
in the car. I'm feeling a little out of sorts.
All right. You're fine, ma'am. Let's see. Just go ahead and give it to me.
Okay, thank you, Judge. S is in Sarah, B is in boy, Hoffman. So that's HOFFMAN, law@att.net.
Okay. So once you receive the demand for jury trial, if you'll get it signed and get it back to us, and your case will be transferred back to Judge Mather.
Absolutely. Thank you, Judge. Now, I think we are listed on one other case this morning, but we were not actually retained on it. DeMarcus Remo, if I can just quickly let you know that we were not really officially retained. I don't know if.
And Your Honor, I am here. I wanted to ask perfectly if I could possibly have extended time just to get them finished paid off. I'm having a couple of difficulties with financial hardship at the moment, but I do want to pay them off so I can move forward with getting this case out the way.
Okay, is that Mr. Remo that's speaking? Was that?
Yes, sir, Mr. Morrow.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Yerrick.
All right, so we reset this on May 18th. And what you're asking for at this point in time, Mr. Remo, is another reset? Is that what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just so I can try to come up with the funds to get Mr. Yergin taken care of for the retainer.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to place you back on the 8/17 calendar, Mr. Remo.
Yes, sir.
So at that point in time, and I know that this is a second reset, we will be moving forward with the case in some manner at that point, but I'm happy to give you a little time. And Mr. Remo is position number 13 on the calendar. So we'll reset you until 8/17 to complete hiring a counsel.
Okay, sir. Am I free to go?
Yes, you'll get a notice, Mr. Remo. Ms. Hoffman, is that your last case also?
My last case, Judge, so I will go ahead and jump off the call if that's okay. And Mr. Lemus is excused as well.
Yes, have a good day, both of you.
So much, Judge. You do the same. Bye-bye. All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Let's see. I believe that I was on position 6 on the calendar. Wajalyn Harris, represented by William Moran.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm here.
Forgive me, Judge. Mike Moran here for Ms. Harris. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was on another Zoom in Clayton County at the moment, so I'm hopping around here a bit.
Okay, you're fine. So, what are we going to do with Mr. Harris today?
Judge, I have spoken with the solicitor about this. We are engaged in ongoing discussions about this. We have discovery in the case, but those discussions haven't come to fruition yet. And I think that I can't speak for the state, but my impression is that we have some more discussions to undergo with regard to a recommendation on that.
Okay, whose case is this from the state?
Your Honor, I have been addressing this matter. I haven't had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Moran. Perhaps you were speaking to the assistant that was in the original courtroom. Is that correct?
Correct. Lance Patrick and I have had pretty regular conversations about this matter, including up to yesterday.
Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure that that has been relayed, and I'm not aware of those discussions. The offer that I have at this time is 1 year to serve because of the charges, but I'm happy to reach out to ASG Patrick and see if there is something additional that I need to be made aware of.
And Your Honor, just for the court's information and for your information, ma'am, we received a different offer, an updated offer yesterday. And that's why I think further discussion would be appropriate.
Okay, that's fine.
Would be that we move this to another calendar for status if we could.
Okay, so we'll put you on the reset calendar on August 17th also. Does that work?
That would be fine, Judge.
Okay, all right, so we'll reset you to August 17th. Hopefully you all can work it out by that time and we can move it forward.
Very well. And if I could, Your Honor, from the assistant solicitor who is online, if I could get an email from her just so that we could communicate in regard to this case.
My name is Erica Marshall Story, and I will send it the email via the chat.
Very well. Thank you so much. Judge, that completes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day.
All right. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 7, Antonio Hill.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam
8.
Petty on behalf of Mr. Hill. Mr. Hill is present on the Zoom. He's iPhone. He's got the orange security vest on, Judge.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Petty and Mr. Hill. Mr. Petty, what are we going to do with Mr. Hill today?
Your Honor, we're just asking for more time. We do have discovery. We received an offer from the state yesterday. ASG Marshall Story and I have been able to speak, and we're just going to continue to negotiate and look to have a resolution in this court. But we're asking for a reset, Judge.
Okay, does 8/17 work?
That does, Your Honor.
Okay, so hopefully you can get it all worked out by this August 17th, and we'll see you back at that time.
Thank you, Judge.
Right.
May we be excused.
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you. You do the same.
Position number 9, Willie Howell.
Tracy Moran here on behalf of Mr. Howell. Good morning, Judge.
Hi, good morning, Ms. Moran. How are you today?
Excellent, thank you. Judge, we've received discovery. I tried to reach out to the prosecutor, and I would just like an opportunity to pre-try with them, please.
Okay, that's fine. We'll get to the end of the calendar. Who's handling Mr. Howell's case?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we'll put you in a breakout room when we get an opportunity, Ms. Moran, okay? Position number 10, Christopher Lawson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Goodman here for Mr. Lawson, who's present on the platform. I've spoken with the prosecutor and we agree there's some discovery outstanding. So we're requesting it be placed on another status calendar so they can get that to me.
Okay.
And that is correct, Your Honor. I did speak with Mr. Goodman yesterday.
Okay, all right. So does the 8/17 date work for you, Mr. Goodman?
Your Honor, let me just briefly check my calendar. That looks great to me.
Okay, so we'll see you back on 8/17 and hopefully you all can work it out by that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right.
Have a great day. My client and I be excused.
Yes, have a great
Thank
day.
you. All right, bye-bye.
Position 11, Brent Lachlan. Brent Lachlan.
How you doing, sir? I'm right here.
Good morning, Mr. Lachlan. Are you able to activate your camera for us? All right.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Lachlan. Mr. Lachlan, do you have a private attorney or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, I get a public defender.
Okay. So what I'll need for you to do, Mr. Lachlan, is I'll need for you to go into the chat and get the paperwork to begin that process. If you can also put your contact information in the chat so that one of the prosecutors can call you and work with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and get that done and we'll be back with you. Position 12, Eric Mobiles.
Your Honor, just so the court, I was reviewing my notes, Judge. On the 18th, Mr. Nobles was present. He asked to speak to apply for the public defender's office. Then he never did. He just disconnected and left. I just want to let the court know what transpired the last time he was here.
Okay. It appears that he is not here at the present time, and you all were not able to speak with him previously. Is that what, Mr. Haddad, is that right?
That is correct. I mean, he literally, after the court asked, do you wish to apply for the public defender's office? He said yes, and that was the end of that. He signed off and never came back on. So.
Okay. What's your pleasure, Ms. Marshall Story? Is it?
Your Honor, based on that information, and I think our records also indicated that an FTA was given on the last date, and it was a final reset. The state is requesting a bench warrant.
Bench warrant granted.
Thank you.
Position 13, we've already reset until August 17th. Position 14, Derek Simon. Derek Simon. Ms. Marshall Story.
I believe this is Ms. Githiea's case. Am I correct?
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Githia.
This case was reset from May 18th, and he failed to appear on that date as well. So the state will request a bench warrant.
Okay, bench warrant granted. Position 15, Alan Smiley. Alan Smiley. I don't know if that's you on the Samsung, Mr. Smiley. I see that you're
Hello,
talking.
I'm here.
All right, so Mr. Smiley, are you driving?
Yes, sir. I'm about to pull over.
All right, so I'll come back to you when you're in a safe position and you're pulled over.
All right.
All right, thank you, sir. Position 16, Theodore Stark.
Yes, Your Honor, that's my case. Attorney Stephanie Palmer appearing for Mr. Stark. He is present on the Zoom call as well.
Good morning, Ms. Palmer. What are we going to do with Mr. Stark today?
Your Honor, unfortunately, we have not been able to reach an agreement in this case, so I think we're going to have to move this back to the jury trial calendar. My one hesitation is only that we have been unable to obtain any video. So unless the assistant solicitor believes that a video could be obtained by a reset, then I think it would probably be best at this point to move it back to a trial calendar.
All right, is this your case, Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a request. We have not obtained a video as of yesterday. We can try to reset it to see if we can get a video, but we haven't been able to get one on this one.
So is there a video first off?
I was unable to see one, and we can ask our investigators if we can try to obtain it if one exists.
Okay, well, I take it that would matter in your case, whether or not there's a video, right?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
And that might also affect the offer in the case, possibly?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So, Ms. Palmer, why don't we do this? Why don't we reset it one time to see if there is a video, and if the state can obtain that video. I'd rather see if we can resolve it here before moving it back to the division judge. So if we can reset it till August 17th to give them that opportunity, would you be amenable to that?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may just check my calendar briefly.
Okay.
I have a couple of other courts on the 17th for conflicts, but I could probably, if this is going to be Zoom, I can probably work this in. So,
Okay, very good. And do you have Ms. Githia's contact information?
I do. We have been emailing. Thank you.
Okay, all right, very good. So hopefully we can get that accomplished by the 17th and move it forward in some way at that time.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much. May we be excused.
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to go back to position 15, Mr. Smiley. It looks as though you have got yourself in a safe position. Good morning. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
I was trying to see if I can get a little time to get an attorney.
Okay, well, we've already reset your case a number of times. Have you sought to qualify for the assistance of a public defender?
No, sir.
Would you like to do that this morning?
I can, but I would rather get a private lawyer.
Well, my problem with that, Mr. Smiley, is that I've reset you for that purpose in the past. It doesn't appear that you've been able to accomplish that. Have you even sought to get an attorney?
Yes, I've been trying to get the money up.
Okay, all right. I'm going to give you one final opportunity, Mr. Smiley. I'll reset you for August 17th. If you do not obtain an attorney by that time, you're going to have to be prepared to either seek the assistance of a public defender or move forward pro se, meaning without the assistance of an attorney. Okay.
Okay, I have one.
All right. Very good, sir. We'll send you a notice.
All right. Thank you.
Position 17, Shakiria Swain.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Can you activate your camera for us?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. Good morning. Is it Swain?
It is. It is.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Swain. Let's see. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Public defender.
Okay. So if you can go into the chat and get the information and begin the process of filling out the paperwork. If you'll also put your contact information into the chat so that someone can contact you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 18, Andrew Tolliver.
Your Honor, we're
Good morning,
gonna,
Your Honor. Karen Pass for Mr. Tolliver.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Pass. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What are we going to do with Mr. Tolliver? Is he still in custody?
He is still in custody, Judge. And also, I haven't received any discovery. I filed motions last time. I haven't received the discovery on that case yet.
Okay, is this your case, Mr. Githier?
yes, I will look into that and get discovery to you. Can you put your email in the chat, please?
I will.
All right, so would you like to reschedule this pending obtaining that discovery, Ms. Pass?
Yes, Your Honor, that'd be fine.
All right. Does that 8/17 date work?
It does.
Okay. And do you have Ms. Githier's contact information?
I don't, but it shouldn't be hard to obtain.
Okay, no, I want you to get it before we get off. So Ms. Githier, if you could put if you have not already, if you can put your information into the chat for Ms. Pass.
Yes.
So that if she has any questions or concerns with the discovery, that she can get with you before our next calendar.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. If nothing
That's
further.
all I have, Your Honor.
All right,
My
thank you.
excuse.
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you.
Position 19, Robert Willis. Robert Willis.
Your Honor, this was reset from May 18th in which he failed to appear, so the state will request a bench warrant.
Okay, bench warrant granted. Is there anyone on the line that did not hear their name or whose name I did not call?
Judge David Jones for Hector Santiago. I was having trouble logging on. She probably called it before I logged on.
Okay, that's fine, Mr. Jones. Let me, this is position number 3 on the Orca B status conference calendar. Mr. Jones, what are we going to do with Mr. Santiago today?
Judge, if we do have an offer, which if my plan to try one more time to get them to agree to give him pretrial intervention would resolve the case. So I'd like to have one more reset to have an opportunity to talk to the solicitor and show them why he should get pretrial.
Okay, can we accomplish that this morning, Mr. Jones?
If I can talk to the solicitor, yes.
Okay, sure. Why don't we do that? Whose case is this?
Your Honor, it's my case. I'm not sure how I'm able to give a pretrial offer. I'm just not clear. Attorney Jones, what is it you're seeking?
Well, the domestic violence intervention thing.
Okay.
Let me,
All right, we can go into a chat, Your Honor.
Yeah, let me let you all, and since you're right here, right now, and I've completed the calendar, why don't we go ahead and put Ms. Marshall's story and Mr. Jones into a breakout room so they can discuss.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Gant, I understand that Ms. Kendrick is now in court with us.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is position 2 on the final plea calendar, Orca B final plea calendar. What are we going to do with Ms. Kendrick today?
We're prepared to proceed with the negotiated plea. However, I would like a moment to speak with my client.
Okay. So let us know when you're ready on that.
Thank you.
And let's see, Mr. Haddad.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, if Mr. Laughlin can put his phone number and email address in the chat line, I've requested for him to do that. He still has not. He's position number 11 on the, I think the Orca C status, Judge, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Okay, Mr. Laughlin, are you there?
Yes, I changed my mind. I would like to go without an attorney.
Okay, well, Mr. Laughlin, let me just say that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You've been charged with simple battery. This charge carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. If you would like to proceed pro se, the court's happy to let you do that. If you want to speak to the public defender regarding this serious charge, then I'm happy to give you that opportunity.
I'm okay. I just go without an attorney.
Okay, so whose case is this from the state? Ms. Riley, Ms. Githia?
I believe this is Miss Marshall's story. Is she in the breakout room?
Yeah, she's in the
Yes.
breakout room. Or do you all have access to what the offer is? No?
I do not, I do not. Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Laughlin, we're gonna get back with you. Once I get what the state's gonna request. But you have the opportunity to proceed pro se, as I said. You have the opportunity to either have, if do not want to accept what the state's going to offer, you have the option of a bench trial on the matter, which will be before me in the not so distant future, or you can request a jury trial. If you request a jury trial, it'll be returned to the division judge, and the jury trial will happen sometime when they get around to it on their jury trial calendars. Okay, so if you will hold on for me until Ms. Marshall's story comes back, so that you can get that offer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anyone else on the line whose name I did not call or that has joined us? All right. So, Mr. Haddad, if you can proceed with the next person seeking.
Sure, Judge. I'm waiting on Miss Swain. She's filling out the application, Judge.
Okay.
And I'll report right away, Judge.
And I believe that the other cases are Ms. Marshall's stories cases that she will need to speak with someone regarding those matters. So we'll hold for her. Anyone else that we can deal with at the present time?
Well, Your Honor, I did receive an email from Attorney Cook that I'm discussing with him right now.
Okay. Would you all like to go into a breakout room regarding that?
Sure, we can go into a breakout room.
Okay, so let's put Mr. Cook and Ms. Riley into a breakout room. All right, and we'll be in recess until someone comes back with an announcement. I haven't signed that yet, I'm sorry. So it looks like Mr. Jones and Ms. Marshall's story have returned.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that Mr. Attorney Jones may have an announcement, but first we are just confirming that his client is in fact on the Zoom call.
Okay, tell me again.
This is position number 3 for Santiago on the Orca status conference calendar.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yes, he's here.
Okay.
What's your announcement, Mr. Jones?
Judge, we have a negotiated plea.
Okay. Let's see. So can we get the paperwork complete?
Yes,
He's
Your
working
Honor.
on it, Judge.
I am going to start working on that. I do believe I also have need a breakout with Attorney Moran.
Yes, before we do that, Ms. Marshall's story, if we could go to position number 11 on the Orca C status conference calendar. Mr. Laughlin has, while you're in the breakout room, has decided to proceed pro se. He would like to hear the offer that you have for him in this matter.
Oh, on position number 11?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to need to go into my file. I didn't see that the defendant had an attorney.
Oh, he does not.
So now, yes, he does not. So if you can give me 1 second,
Okay. So why don't I
get back to him on an offer?
So why don't I go ahead and put you in the breakout room with Ms. Moran so that you all can discuss her client, Mr. Howell. Is that?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So if we can put Attorney Moran and Ms. Marshall's story into a breakout room, and we'll get back with Mr. Locke. Okay. We'll be in recess until there's an announcement. Yes, Ms. Marshall Story.
Your Honor, I do believe that we have come to a resolution. Attorney Moran, would you like to apprise the court?
Thank you. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, we have pre-tried this matter with, and I think come to a resolution that my client will be happy to accept. We just need a reset to that August 17th so that we can come into compliance with what's being asked of us. And which is the risk reduction class. And then we'll go from there. And I believe we'll receive some plea work so that we can be ready to take a plea. Or not necessarily take a plea, but for this matter to be resolved.
Okay, so my understanding is right. Your client's going to do risk reduction and the state's going to null process.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll put you back on the August 17th calendar. If you're in compliance by that time, then we'll just enter a null process, I guess, from the state. Is that agreeable with everyone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Definitely agreeable with us, Judge.
Okay, so we'll reset for the August 17th calendar.
And that's also at 9 a.m. also, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. Good to see you.
It's always a pleasure, Your Honor. Mr. Howell, if you're on the line, please disconnect at this time and I will call you after lunch.
Okay. I'm going to have to log off and log back on. I'll be right back. It appears that my camera's not working, so I'll be right back with you all. Okay, let's see. Ms. Marshall Story.
Yes, Your Honor.
Where were we with Attorney Cook matter?
Attorney.
Your Honor, that was me, Ms.
Oh.
Riley.
I'm sorry, Ms. Riley.
No problem. We are working towards resolving the matter. There is one more stipulation that Ms. McCutcheon was requesting in order for this case to be dismissed.
Okay.
And so Mr. Cook is working on getting the victim to join us on Zoom. So she
Okay,
can
all right.
record.
Judge, I'm on the phone with her now.
Okay.
We're going to get her on the screen, and then I will notify the court when she's available, and Ms. Riley will know as well. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I wanted to get an update, so thank you. I'll hold for your announcement.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Marshall Story, if we could now go to position 11, Mr. Loughlin. If you
Yes,
can
would you like to place us into a breakout room, Your Honor?
I think I just prefer for you to put what the offer is on the record for him. Mr. Loughlin, are you there?
I see.
All right.
There he is.
All right, so Mr. Loughlin, can you activate your camera for the court?
Can you see me, sir?
Yes, okay, all right. So again, you've been charged with simple battery. The offer from the state is?
Your Honor, on a plea to the simple battery, the state is requesting 12 months probation, a $300 fine, along with 3 anger management classes.
All right, so Mr. Loughlin, that's the offer from the state. How would you like to proceed?
I'd like to proceed to a jury trial.
Okay. And you prefer to have a jury trial over a bench trial?
Yes.
Okay. We will return your case to the division judge. Mr. Loughlin, I will need for you to, have you already placed your information, your contact information in the chat?
I don't know how to do that on this phone, to be honest.
Okay, so can you give me your email address?
LatriciaLoughlin@yahoo.com.
Okay, so you're gonna have to spell that out for me, okay?
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
LARESIA, Locklin, LOCKLIN, at Yahoo, Y8HOO.com.
Okay, so you're gonna get some paperwork from us, Mr. Laughlin. It's gonna be a case management order, which is gonna be for your records, and you're also gonna get a jury trial request. I need for you to fill that request out and get it back to the court, okay?
Will the jury trial be soon?
More than likely not, sir. Your case is gonna be returned to the division judge, and whenever they schedule for your next hearing date, you will probably get some type of understanding of when the jury trial will be, okay?
All right.
Right. If you wanted to move the case faster, the only way to do that would be to have a bench trial, and that would be before me, and that would be in the next month or so. So you still want a jury trial?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine, Mr. Laughlin. So once you get the paperwork, if you'll return it to the court, you will get your next notice of a hearing from the division judge, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have any additional questions for us this morning?
No.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
I'm on excuse.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a blessed one.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Gant, just let me know when you're ready.
We are ready, Your Honor.
Okay. So if you'll just get us the paperwork.
Excuse me, Judge, is this for Miss Kendrick, Charmaine Kendrick, the plea?
Is that right, Ms. Gant?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do apologize. I have the paperwork before me.
Okay. Ms. Riley, is this your case?
Yes, Your Honor, if you just give me one moment to pull up the report for the factual basis. Thank you, Your Honor, I'm ready.
Okay. Ms. Gant, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I know that you're having some mobility issues, Ms. Kendrick, but can you come up to the microphone for us?
Actually, Your Honor, I may be able to just roll it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but you can hear. There you go.
All right, good morning again. Ms.
Good
Kendrick.
morning.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Riley?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would expect the evidence to show on September 6th of 2020, officers were dispatched to a dispute call in Fulton County. Upon arrival, they met with the victim, Miss Anita Cook, who stated that she was visiting her boyfriend and his roommate, who is Miss Kendrick, the defendant, busted out the back window in her 2002 Chrysler Town and Country van. The recommendation is 12 months probation a $300 fine, or 30 hours of community service. There have been 4 attempts made to contact Ms. Cook regarding restitution, for which we have been unsuccessful in reaching her. So no restitution is being requested at this time.
Okay. Ms. Gant?
Thank you, Your Honor. We agree with the state's recommendations and ask that you accept them as presented. Ms. Kendrick, we also stipulate to the factual basis. Ms. Kendrick is 64. She's born in Atlanta. She completed the 9th grade. She has 1 child. She has been disabled since 1981. She regrets her involvement. And again, we ask that Your Honor accept the state's recommendation.
Does she prefer to pay the fine or do the community service, Ms. Gant?
She will pay the fine, Your Honor.
And is there any objection from the state that once Ms. Kendrick pays the fine, that probation terminate?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Anything further from counsel before I take the plea?
And Your Honor, we would ask if there are any probation fees that they be waived.
Okay. Ms. Kendrick, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'm going to accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Kendrick, I'm going to waive the probation fees for you while you're on probation to help you get and stay on your feet. And as soon as you pay the $300 fine, the probation is going to terminate, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's.
I believe that Ms. Daughtry has joined us, but before we start, which litigation manager is present this morning for me to send paperwork to?
It's gonna be Charmaine is me, Beverly Johnson.
Yes.
It's Orca C, which.
Brandy Bolton.
Brandy Bolton. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so how are we proceeding with Mr. Daughtry?
Judge Morrow, this under the Robert Daughtry time, it's Elizabeth Doherty. She is the named victim in the case, and Ms. Riley and I have agreed that she would come on the call. And I think Ms. Riley wants to just ask her to confirm that her affidavit that she'd previously submitted to the solicitor, and that she's okay with the proposed outcome in the case. And I'll turn that over to Ms. Riley.
Thank you. Yes, Your Honor. We just needed for the record, Ms. Daughtry, if you could come off mute. And would you like for me to swear her in, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So Elizabeth, come off of mute, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you. Could you
Hello,
raise?
how are you?
Hi, how are you? Could you raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And state your full name.
My name is Elizabeth Doherty.
And Ms. Doherty, do you swear that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Just want to ask you a few questions, Ms. Daughtry. Do you recall being involved in an incident with Mr. Robert Daughtry on December 18th of 2019?
Yes, unfortunately, on that day, I was drunk and I fell and I hurt myself.
Okay.
So that's what
So
happened.
is it your testimony that Mr. Daughtry, Robert Daughtry, was not the cause of your injuries on December 18th, 2019?
Absolutely not. He was not the cause of my injuries.
Okay. And did you also submit a sworn affidavit to that fact as well?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay. And is it your desire for the charge of battery, substantial physical harm, family violence to be dismissed against Mr. Daughtry?
Yes, absolutely. It is my desire to be dismissed.
And are you in any way in fear of your safety when you are with Mr. Daughtry?
No.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Your Honor, and I will submit the no pros to Mr. Cook and to Ms. Bolton now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very good. Anything further on Robert Daughtry this morning?
No, Your Honor, not from the state.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if not, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's see, Ms. Gant, do you still need to speak with Ms. Marshall's story regarding Michael Robinson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have her phone number?
I will need to have that emailed to me.
Okay, Ms. Marshall's story, can we get your number in the chat so that Ms. Gant can give you a call?
Your Honor, are we able to go into a breakout room? I'm actually in the process of getting a new phone, and my husband has my telephone, so I don't have a phone right now.
Okay,
Yeah, we're porting numbers over and nothing worked out properly. So if we could do a breakout room, I'd appreciate that.
Let's see, Ms. Gant's in the court with me.
Well, Your Honor, I have my computer. I can go into the lobby and log on.
Okay, all right, so just let us know when you're ready, Ms. Gant. We'll put you into a breakout room with this wonderful story. Thank you.
Okay, and I have also just forwarded paperwork over to Attorney Jones. I haven't received any information yet that he's received that, so I just wanted to make that announcement, Attorney Jones. If you check your email, it should be there.
I will check right now.
Okay, and I'm prepared for the breakout room now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Haddad, is there an announcement?
Yes, Judge. On position number 17, Ms. Swain, she's still on the Zoom. She does qualify, Judge. I needed to, of course, file discovery, opt in and receive discovery so I can talk to my client more at length. So I would respectfully request to reset. I think I heard August 17th. The 17th is fine unless the court wishes for another court date. That's fine, Judge, too.
Okay, so we'll reset you for 8/17 to get the discovery that you need, okay?
Thank you, Judge. And if I may ask of the prosecutor, whoever's here with me, if whose case is it going to be? Position number 17 on the Orca C status.
That is mine, Sarita Githia.
All right, wonderful. I'll opt in today. Thank you,
Okay.
Judge. And
All
can
right.
Swain be excused, Judge?
Yes, have a good day. Hold on.
I had sent a private chat to his client, and she doesn't have a updated. I need an updated address.
Okay. Mr. Haddad, we need an updated address.
Sure, Judge. Ms. Swain, is the information that you submitted, is that your correct address?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not sure which litigation manager, but I'll put it in the chat line.
Okay, it's Brandy Bolton.
Okay, I'll email it to her. That might be better.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dart. We appreciate it. And with that, Ms. Swan, you're excused. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, I'm just going to remain here. I think I'm done, but I'm just going to remain just in case I'm needed, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Dart. We appreciate it. Okay, so we will be in recess until Ms. Marshall's story has an announcement, or Ms. Gant.
Ms. Swain, you're excused. You're free to go, Ms. Swain.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be in touch with you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Right.
Okay, Ms. Gann is back in the court room with me with an announcement. Position number 4, Michael Robinson.
Yes, Your Honor, we have not received discovery, and we would ask that Mr. Johnson be reset for the next calendar for a status conference.
Okay, and does that August 17th calendar work?
That does, Your Honor.
Okay, so position number 4 will be reset for 8/17 pending discovery.
Thank you, Your Honor. It took me a second to log back on. We weren't aware that Ms. Gann had joined the case yesterday, but we'll make sure that discovery does get sent to her.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Marshall-Story. And let's see, I think what we're waiting on will be the plea in position number 3, Hector Santiago.
The paperwork has been sent to Attorney Jones. He may be discussing it with his client. I don't see him on the line right now.
All right, so we will hold pending that announcement. Would you all like to go over the calendars while we have I think that we only have one left. Is that fine with everyone if we use this time to go over the calendar?
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor.
Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the Orca B status. Position 1 was a jury trial. Position 2 was reset to 8/17. Position 3 is a plea we're waiting for. Position 4, 8/17. Position 5, jury trial. Position 6, the final plea on 8/17. The Orca B final plea calendar. Position 1 was reset to 8/17, and position 2 is complete. Derek, for Orca B.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Orca C status conference, position 1, bench warrant, position 2, reset promotion, position 3, bench warrant, position 4, no bar, position 5, jury trial requested, position 6, reset to 8/17, position 7 and 8, reset to 8/17, position 9, reset 8/17, position 10, reset 8/17, position 11, jury trial request, position 12, bench warrant, position 13, reset 8/17, position 14, bench warrant, position 15, reset 8/17, position 16, reset 8/17, position 17, reset 8/17, position 18, reset 8/17, and position 19, bench warrant.
All right, any questions or concerns? And let's see, so we're still waiting on position 3 for the plea. And that's Ms. Marshall-Story's case, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
No. The rest of you can either stay with me or you're free to go for the day. Whichever.
I think you know the answer to that. It's about to be you and me.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you, sir.
Always said
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the day, Your Honor.
Yes, you too, Ms. Raleigh. We appreciate it. Ms. Githier also. Okay, so we'll be in recess until Mr. Jones comes back.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Betancourt, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I don't have you on any of my calendars this morning, so I'm not sure where you're supposed to be.
Oh, yes. I received this from Miss Denise Williams, the link. So I'm trying to verify because I've been here for a while, so I'm trying to think it's not the right one.
Okay, no, I don't think so, ma'am, because we've gone through the calendars for this morning. I do not recollect seeing your name on one of my calendars. Do you know, are you a defendant in a case?
The defendant, Javier Rodriguez.
Okay, so you're here for someone else?
No, I'm the victim. That the other person is the abuser.
Okay, and tell me what that person's name?
Javier Rodriguez.
Javier?
I believe so. And I don't think we had a Javier Rodriguez on the calendar this morning.
His other last name is Nieto.
No, that's that person was not on my calendars. You might be on an afternoon calendar. I know that there's a calendar this afternoon. Is he still in custody?
No, he's not. That happened in 2020, and it's just now being followed up.
Okay. Can you spell the last name for me, ma'am?
The Nieto.
I'm sorry, excuse me 1 second. I believe I found the case, Your Honor.
Okay.
It looks as though it is 22 CR 002572 G as in George. Ma'am, did this incident occur on January 26th of 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it does say 7/6/2022, but it's a plea and arraignment calendar in front of Judge Mather, and it began at 9:30.
Oh, so I completely mistake. I have the wrong link then.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how to get you where you need to go.
No worries. I'll go ahead and message Mr. Lisa Williams and see what update she has, basically.
Okay, but you are correct. It was on, it's on today, but it's in front of Judge Mather.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great day.
You did the same. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Marshall Story.
Yes.
And I don't see Mr. Jones or Mr. Santiago on the line.
I don't either.
Do you have his number, Ms. Marshall Story?
No, we've been talking via the chat. And in fact, I could not even locate him yesterday when I did have my telephone via Google. I couldn't find his telephone number. But I do have an email for him, and I did send the plea paperwork to him if you want that email. But we've been corresponding via the chat, but I haven't heard from him lately.
Okay, we'll call him just to make sure. Thank you, Ms. Marshall Story.
Yeah, I don't believe his number was on the entry of appearance either. But if you all have a number, that's great.
Okay, we'll call him now. Thank you.
I was muted, my fault. Good morning.
Mr. Willis?
Yeah. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Willis. The court started at 9 o'clock.
My fault. I just got back in town. My apologies.
Okay, well, you've had a bench warrant issued for your arrest because you were not here. You understand what that means?
Not exactly.
That means that if you get pulled over, they're gonna arrest you. Okay, you have to be on time for court, sir, because something like that can get you placed in jail.
Right.
All right, so do you have a attorney representing you on this matter?
No, sir.
Okay, have you?
Your Honor, what position is this?
This is position 19 on the Orca status conference calendar.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do, I need for you to stop walking around for a moment. I don't think that you really understand how serious this matter is.
There was a lot of noise in the house. I had to go outside.
Say it again?
There was a lot of noise in the house. I had to go outside. My fault.
Okay, no, that's fine, but I just want you to understand that you could, these are serious charges that are pending against you. And this, but for we have one plea to take, this court would have been complete for the day because it is 10:30 and the court started at 9. A bench warrant has been issued or will be issued for your arrest. And had you, by some luck not been here, then you are subject to being arrested and placed in jail. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand how serious that is?
Yes.
Okay, we've had you on our calendar before on 5/18. Is this your
Last time I came, it was it got rescheduled.
Okay, right, and we rescheduled that probably for you to get an attorney or to apply for the public defender. Have you made an application with the public defender?
No, sir. I didn't know that. It was just like they were just rescheduling my case. I didn't know I had to get a public defender.
No, well, you don't have to get a public defender. What do you want to do with the case? You've been charged with discharge of firearm near a public highway or street and carrying a weapon without a valid license.
I thought, I don't know. The police officer said.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Willis. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you, regardless of what the police officer may or may not have said. You've been accused of these charges. They are pending, and they will be proceeding. Would you like to hire an attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender?
Public defender.
All right. I'm gonna. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see. Are you on your phone right now?
Yes, sir.
Can you give me that phone number?
786.
Okay.
674.
Okay.
0606.
Say it again.
0606.
0606. Okay. So Ms. Gant is who is a public defender, is gonna give you a phone call regarding this matter to see if you qualify. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Gant. We appreciate it. So you'll have to get off your phone and wait for her call. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then she'll make an announcement to the court, and we'll need for you to come back once you speak with her.
All right, that sounds good.
All right. All right, so go ahead and do that, Mr. Will, and take her call. She's going to call you right now.
All right.
Mr. Jones,
Judge, I've gone over the paperwork with my client. He should be forwarding it to me momentarily. Who do
Okay.
I send it to when I get it?
you're going to send it to Beverly Johnson. Now, she'll put her contact information back in the chat.
Okay. Okay, Judge, as soon as I get it, I'll forward it to her.
Okay, we'll hold for your announcement then. Thank you. Have you received the paperwork, Mr. Jones? Can you hear me, Mr. Jones? You can't hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. I can't hear you because you're on mute.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Judge, as of 2 minutes ago, I still hadn't gotten the paperwork. Let me check now. But I also went into the chat and I didn't see the contact information from Ms. Johnson. Can you all just give me her email?
I will send it to him again. It's sitting right there.
Okay, she's going to send it to you directly, Mr. Jones.
To my email? Okay, thank you.
You're
I'll log
welcome.
back on as quick as I can. And I was having audio problems. That's the reason.
Okay.
I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh.
Ms. Gant, do you have an announcement about Mr. Willis?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mr. Willis does not qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office, Your Honor, and he has joined the Zoom call.
Okay. Mr. Willis, can you activate your camera and unmute yourself, please?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Willis, again, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding from the public defender that you do not qualify for their services. As such, I'm going to have Ms. Marshall Story, who is the solicitor in this matter, give you the offer for resolution of this matter. If you want to accept the offer, we can move forward. If you do not wish to accept the offer, you can either request a bench trial or a jury trial on the matter. You understand?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Marshall Story.
Your Honor, I'm able to relay the offer at this time. This is Ms. Githie's case, though. The offer is 1 year to serve, again, based on the charges, the discharge of a firearm on or near a public highway or street. And we may be able to address the carrying weapons charge in a different matter, but at least 1 year to serve at this time.
Okay, so you understand that, Mr. Willis?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
so I take it that you don't want to accept that offer, do you?
No.
All right, would you like a bench trial on this matter, or would you like a jury trial on the matter?
I don't know what either mean, to be honest.
Okay, if you have a bench trial, it's going to be before me in the next month or so, where the state will have to present their evidence regarding this charge, and you will have the opportunity to cross-examine any of the witnesses that they have. You have the right to testify on your own behalf and the absolute right to remain silent. You also have the right to present any witnesses on in your defense. If you request a jury trial and if you request a bench trial, I will make the decision regarding guilt or innocence, and I will make the decision regarding if you are deemed to be guilty, what your sentence is going to be. Okay, if you request a jury trial, it will be the same process, except that you will have a jury determine whether you're guilty or not. And after presentation of the evidence, if you are found guilty, then the judge that's presiding will make the decision as to what the sentence is going to be.
I want to do one where I can bring one witness. So like that's the bench trial.
Well, you can bring witnesses in either situation, but if you do have a bench trial and you do have witnesses, we'll be happy to hear from them.
All right.
Okay.
Bench trial.
And so a bench trial is going to be before me. A jury trial is going to be in front of a jury. And you do understand that the state is offering for a year to serve.
Yeah.
So you understand how serious these charges are.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Jury or bench trial. Bench trial, do the bench trial.
You want a bench trial?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bench trial will be on August 24th. Is that right, Ms. Johnson? Okay, August 24th at 1:30. Okay?
August 24th at 1:30.
Yes. All right, so if in the meantime you hire an attorney to represent you, you're going to need to let someone know that you have an attorney. They're going to have to make an entry of appearance. If you do not have an attorney represent you, you're going to have to make sure that you present or bring any witnesses that you want to testify in this regarding this matter. Okay.
Right.
You have any other questions for me?
Oh, you said August 24th, 1:30 p.m.
Yes, you'll get a notice. You're gonna have to be down in my courtroom for the bench trial, okay? We don't do bench trials over Zoom, so you're gonna have to be in the court. Okay? You have any questions? No. And it's gonna be the 24th, Mr. Willis.
Right.
Okay, so 24th at 1:30 of August. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay. And can I confirm your email, Mr. Willis?
Willis Robert 97@gmail.com.
Okay, you're gonna have to spell that out for me so I make sure that I get it correct.
WILLISROBERT 97@gmail.com.
All right, Willis Robert 97@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're gonna get a notice, a notice there. Any other questions, sir?
Your Honor,
no, thank
if I may, can I also get a telephone number? I'd like to pass that along to ASG Githia in case there is an offer other than 1 year to serve that can be relayed to the defendant prior to the August 24th bench
That's
trial
crazy.
date.
1 year and I don't even have no record for it.
Hold on, Mr. Willis. Can we get your phone number?
My number?
Yes, sir.
Oh, excuse me. 786-674-0606.
Okay, you've already given that to us. Thank you, sir. All right, anything further for Mr. Willis this morning, Mr. Marshall Story?
No, nothing from the state.
All right, Mr. Willis. We'll see you back in August, okay?
All right.
Mr. Jones?
Judge, I forwarded the documents to Ms. Johnson. I'm assuming she got it.
No, nothing has come through as of yet.
Let me log off and I'll be right back.
Okay, were you able to resend it, Mr. Jones?
Judge, I guess I put in the wrong email address for her. Let me
Okay,
try to resend it again.
thank you. Okay, Mr. Jones, we've received the paperwork. So I
Then
guess,
we're ready, Judge.
say it again?
We're ready.
Okay, where's Mr. Santiago?
He should be still online, but let me call him and make sure. Judge, he's logging back on right now. Judge, I apologize for the delay. It's my lack of technical ability.
No worries, Mr. Jones. All right, is this Mr. Santiago on
Yes, I'm here. I'm in.
okay, can you activate your phone, sir? Your
Yes,
camera?
sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Marshall Story?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state has extended the offer of the Domestic Violence Intervention Program on a plea to the battery family violence. The defendant would also need to have no further violent contact with the victim, Cantina Conway, and this sentence should be completed over 12 months of probation.
Mr. Jones?
Judge, I'd ask you follow what we've worked out, and I ask that he be sentenced under first offender. He doesn't have any prior history.
All right. Anything further, counsel?
Judge, he's 32. He's been employed for the last 3 years with a firearm solutions company. I just ask that you follow what we've worked out.
Your Honor, the state would oppose the first offender. Of course, it is up to the court whether or not you would like to give that designation for this particular crime.
Okay, if it's his first, I'm gonna allow him to plead under first offender. Mr. Santiago, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, I'm satisfied.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, no, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Santiago, you are going to be on probation for the entire 12 months, but I will waive the probation fees for you while you're on probation to help you get and stay on your feet, okay?
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, anything further on Mr. Santiago?
Not on behalf of Mr. Santiago, Judge.
Your Honor, did you also include the no further violent contact with Cantina Conway?
Yes, that was part of the negotiated plea.
Okay, I just wanted to
Correct.
make sure that she receives that paperwork also.
Okay, very good. All right, if nothing further, I think that completes our 9 o'clock calendar. You all have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge. You too.